To you by Jack in the Box. Jack's spicy chicken strips are back with new hot honey. Try a 2-piece snack box starting at $5.50. And by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Last regular season home game at Dodger Stadium in 2025. Of course, they hope and the expectation is that they'll be back here next Tuesday to kick off a best-of-3 wild card series in the postseason. But they got to take care of business this final week. 7 games left and 1 more against their arch rivals, against whom they've won 11 of their last 13 games, and they have now taken the lead in the all-time series list, as they have jumped ahead with 1,288 victories compared to San Francisco's 1,287 wins.
That's a historic number, but the number we're looking at now is the magic number, which is 3. And we get that magic number to 3 down to 0 as quick as possible. Then they can get the roster and the rest and the workload for the bullpen and the starters exactly where they want it going into the wild card series.
For Bob Melvin's crew, their aspirations for a World Series have taken a massive hit with this late season slump. They've lost 7 of their last 8 games, and this is the starting lineup they're going to go with to try and avoid a sweep. Ramos, Devers, and Adames the first 3, with Devers being the DH today. Matt Chapman will clean up at third. The rookie Bryce Eldridge will play the field at first and bat 5th. Jung-Woo Lee in center. In the final 3 of the order, Christian Koss, first start of the series at second. Drew Gilbert in right, and Andrew Kisner doing the catching. Time now for Connections by Verizon Business. Emmet Sheehan, his last outing was out of the bullpen on Monday against the Phillies. 5 2/3 innings, gave up 1 hit. It was the last batter he faced. That run came around, scoring against Jack Dreyer, but 94 pitches, 7 strikeouts.
He's becoming the Swiss Army knife of this pitching staff. He is a guy who can start. He is a guy who can come in behind an opener. He is a guy who can be a long man, and he could actually probably close a game as good as he's been. And when you talk about his arsenal, no matter who it's been against, the last outing was against Philadelphia, but the last 4 appearances, the slider has pretty much been unhittable. He's taken his sweeper and turned it into a curveball, which gives him better change of speeds. The changeup has always been outstanding, and the 4-seam fastball is starting to perform at a level that he can live with the fastball too. It is great to have a smorgasbord of pitches that you can pull the trigger on in any count against any hitter.
And in the last 4 games, Sheehan carrying an ERA below 1.5. Dave Roberts telling the media today, Emmet Sheehan is as sweet a guy as you'll meet, but make no mistake, he's a killer. That's been our experience as well, just as sweet as can be off the field, but out there on the mound on the heels of a major elbow surgery, he has turned himself into a little bit of a monster. Been particularly good here at Dodger Stadium, and he has the ball to start the final home game of this regular season. And his first pitch of the game is fouled back by Elliot Ramos. High fastball at 95. Ramos had a couple of hits last night. 3 in the last 2 games of this series, hitting .258 on the season.
Another emotional day here at Dodger Stadium. The last home game is always emotional. The last home game when Clayton Kershaw has announced his retirement, even extra special.
On a 2-1, Ramos hits one down the left field line. It hooks out a play foul for strike 2.
Even more important to get off to a hot start and not be wallowing in all the emotion of This is the last home game, and then we're going to go on the road, and we're going to have the last game of the regular season, and then we're going to be getting ready for the playoffs. You can get sentimental out there, those everyday players that are behind Emmet.
Fly ball right field, running back call on the edge of the warning track. He has out number 1.
You get into the game then, and the competition starts to hit you. A few outs, a few positive plays, and all of a sudden you're playing baseball again, and you're a little kid, and you're a big leaguer, and you can relieve some of those distractions and just get locked in. For Clayton, I'm not sure how locked in he'll be today. It might be a flood of memories for him.
Rafael Devers homered last night. It was his first hit of the series. He bounces a strike foul. I think if paying attention to Clayton Kershaw's speeches, press conference, the one he gave to the fans today, after the game with Heidi Watney on Friday, he sounds very much like a guy who is certainly appreciative and emotional, saying farewell to Dodger Stadium, but also very aware and focused on the fact that this team wants to play one more month of baseball.
Well, he's always had a team first mentality, a work ethic that's off the charts as far as showing up at the same exact time, whether it's a day after a start or the day of the start.
Sharply hit through the right side, a base hit for Devers.
And I think context has become more important in his life over the 18 years. I mean, he was hyper focused on himself and Ellen and his teammates early on, but everything that he's been through now in life, he has so much context with 4.5 kids as he describes the family, and Ellen, and retirement. But the context is this team wants to do something historic this year, and they want to win back-to-back world championships. He doesn't let the focus on him distract him from that goal.
Strike 1 from Sheehan to Willy Adames. Adames, a .227 hitter, reached 3 times last night, scored once.
You say, what's the big deal about showing up on time or coming the same time every day? Time is a sign of respect at the big league level. You know, if you're not early, you're late. If you're not on time, you're not a good teammate. It is a subtle, subconscious message that when your best player for this long a time is precisely on time and precisely in the workout area and precisely in the training room when he says he's going to be there and precisely on the bus in time for the airplane ride, it sends a subtle message that details matter and each other matters. And he is that precise over these 18 years on what's going on with the clock and where am I supposed to be and what am I supposed to be doing.
A 2-2 to Adames. Strike 3 called in the inside corner.
Third baseman number 26, Matt Chapman.
We could talk about his changeup. We can talk about the sweeper turning into the curveball. We can talk about the slider being unhittable. But that fastball, if it plays, you're going to have a lot of jacks today. Those jumbo jacks will be going out of the store. We will get to 7 strikeouts.
2 outs. Matt Chapman watches a pitch outside.
And Emmet doesn't have to do it all by himself. The whole team will get it done. Especially lately against these Giants.
The Dodgers have struck out 40 of the 117 Giants they have faced in this series. It's a K rate north of 34%.
It'd be nice to have a first inning less than 43 pitches. You knocking on your head right there?
Yep, that was. To right center, Pages tracks it down. And so Sheehan works around the base hit from Devers to keep things scoreless for the top of the Dodger lineup. leading off the game. He has hit home runs in back-to-back games and in 4 of his last 5 to pull into a tie with Kyle Schwarber for the National League lead at 53, just 1 shy of his franchise lineup or franchise record that he set just last year. The Dodgers starting lineup presented by your Southern California Helpful Honda dealers. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. The first 3 due up against right-hander Trevor McDonald. First pitch of his first major league start is a strike to Ohtani.
The curveball is his best pitch. The numbers in AAA are not big league ready, but Giants are giving him an opportunity.
And he's ahead quickly, 0-2. Pitched 5 days ago out of the bullpen. A couple innings, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk, struck out 1. He's the Giants' number 8 pitching prospect, according to MLB Pipeline. The 0-2. A rare sinker curveball guy. I've seen 4-seam fastball, curveball combos, a cutter curve combo. On a 1-2. Ohtani goes down to fish and he gets a piece of a foul tip.
It wasn't rare in my day to have a sinker curveball combo, but it has been now with spin rate being measured and the windows being judged on what combination of pitches should work best. And then especially with the uppercut swing coming into vogue over the last 7 years, 8 years. Shohei is in his most dangerous place, I think, in the year for pitchers. He is so balanced. His foundation is so good. In some of his hot streaks, you know he's going to hit the pitch middle in, and he might chase the one that's down and in at his feet. But right now, his plate coverage is amazing. The outside part of the plate is where his opposite field home runs are.
Chase strike 3, the first out for McDonald.
That one was well off the plate, and definitely a chase from Shohei. But he hasn't minded the ball away. We've seen some home runs on high on way fastballs in this homestand.
The Dodgers have won 10 of their last 13 games, and this man has played a massive role in that. Mookie Betts takes a strike. Last 21 games for Mookie, he's hitting .333. 13 of his last 28 hits have gone for extra bases.
The RBIs have been just flowing out of his bat. Just Shohei getting intentionally walked in front of him or getting walked unintentionally, just pitching around him, and Mookie coming through.
Grounds it back to McDonald, who fields it cleanly. 2 gone.
Even when Shohei has done something special like go deep, Mookie says, okay, let's go back to back.
Two outs, bases empty. Freddie Freeman. Chases and whiffs on strike 1.
We have seen chase from Freddie on that down and breaking ball an awful lot. I know too much for his liking.
I was talking with Freddie's father, Fred, who's sitting in the first row behind home plate. Nobody knows number 5 swing quite like Mr. Freeman. It's a 1-1. Fouled away, left side strike 2. And he said it's Freddie has called him this year, and he said, why did you make me play this game? Why did you get me into baseball? And this is a guy hitting .292, but his standards are very different than 99% of the league. He loves doing that, just poking one to the opposite field. A 2-out single for Freddie Freeman.
Son, because I knew you would enjoy it, but it would be maddening. The trip will be maddening.
Veteran first baseman talking with a young one, congratulating Bryce Eldridge, who picked up his first major league hit last night. Welcome to the fraternity, and now They'll look at Max Muncy digging in. Strike one. The Dodgers got their first 2 runs last night in the first inning. Freddie Freeman reaching in front of Muncy, and then Max going to the pavilion.
It was 2 out, 0-2 count on Freddie. He gets hit on the front foot. Then Max, 4 pitches later, cut the lead in half and set up the Dodgers' 46th comeback win. They win 7-5 last night.
The Dodger offense has been a 2-out run scoring machine of late. Scored 10 in just the last 2 games against San Francisco. Max slices one to left field. Ramos charges and makes a diving grab. Heck of a play in left field by Elliot Ramos to rob Max Muncy of a hit.
Just get
Shaw letting Dodger Stadium know where his heart lies, and that's with them. Just a couple moments ago, they played a video tribute with several of the 4 million fans who've come through the gates this season, giving their message of thanks and appreciation for 22. And Sheehan hits Eldridge, the leadoff giant, aboard in the second.
Center fielder number 51, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Eldridge with a double yesterday that drove in 3 that set up the Dodger comeback, but it was a great first hit for the young man in the big leagues. It took him a few starts and at bats to get to it, but I'm sure it'll be remembered the rest of his life. Just like that tribute on the scoreboard to Clayton.
Ball downstairs on Jung-Hoo Lee. Center fielder broke out of an 0 for 20 slump last night. A couple of knocks. Fly to left. Michael Conforto racing toward the line, and he makes the catch and gets it back in quickly. Of course, Conforto had a front row seat last night to Mookie Betts' highlight play, the catch along the net. And what he saw Betts do in that one was get up, fire it back in, keep a runner on first base, and he did the same today.
Mookie's catch was incredible. All the different things that he had to deal with, and then to keep enough concentration while losing his balance to get the glove in the right place. The padding and the wall has him take the legs out from under him, but his upper half was still locked in.
Ball one outside to the second baseman, Christian Koss. Riverside born, played his college ball at UC Irvine. Winning .261 this year, came off the bench in each of the first 2 games of this series. 1 for 2 in those pinch hit appearances. A strike goes Sheehan's way, 1-1.
That's a very effective slider. Last 40 at bats when the slider's been put in play, there's only been 3 hits off of Emmet Sheehan with that pitch. Another slider right there. It's tight. It's got late break. It gets off the barrel. Even if the outs are weak contact and not a strikeout, it's a very effective pitch. 2 of the first 4 outs in this game so far tonight with that slider. Feels like night. It's so overcast.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. In second K of the afternoon. 2 gone in the second.
Right fielder number 61, Drew Gilbert.
Emmet Sheehan, of course, very familiar with the Giants. His major league debut against them a couple seasons ago. And it was no ordinary big league debut. So wave and a miss, strike 1 on Gilbert. 6 no-hit innings on 89 pitches. 3rd pitcher in history to not allow a hit. 6+ innings. He left with the lead, but unfortunately the bullpen coughed it up that night. Still an unforgettable one for Sheehan and his family.
It reminded us a little bit of Ross Stripling early on in his career, and Dave Roberts having to protect his arm as he had a little no-hit bid going.
Good change, just didn't get a call or a swing. 1-1.
Emmet really has crossed over the bridge to a complete pitcher. He's not a youngster and he's not a thrower. He's got a whole arsenal and he can use it at any time. The fastball is starting to really come along. He's become more of a breaking ball off-speed pitcher than when he first came up here and before the surgery. But the fastball's starting to play. The 2 Ks today on elevated fastballs.
Evens the count with a heater. Fouled back into the net, 2-2. Dave Roberts was asked about Emmet Sheehan. This was well before he returned, and it was still finishing the rehab process. He told people who would ask that he's a dark horse weapon for us in the second half, and those words proved to be prophetic.
Well, the name is going to be on the playoff rosters, I really believe, and it's not going to be just on the roster. I think it's going to be significant innings and significant situations. He can start for you if you need a starter. He can be a bulk guy behind an opener. He can be a guy in the middle of the game in a crucial situation you can bring out of the pen and get a strikeout. He really is valuable in so many different ways.
Gilbert flies one just right of center field. No problems for Pages. And the leadoff hit batter doesn't hurt Sheehan or the Dodgers.
The postseason, and now's your chance to experience the thrill of October baseball live at Dodger Stadium. Secure your postseason tickets at dodgers.com/postseason.
Dodgers magic number to clinch the National League West again is 3, as their lead over the Padres is 4 games. San Diego up on the White Sox 3-2 in the 8th in Chicago. Scoreless here in the 2nd. Strike 1 on a foul tip off the bat of Andy Pages. Pages, Conforto, and Rojas due up this inning. Grounded to short. Scooped up by Adames. Now the former Giant and the current Giant killer, Michael Conforto. 10 games this year. He's got 13 hits, a .394 batting average. He has hit 3 home runs and driven in 9.
He just needs to see a Giant uniform no matter who the Dodgers are playing. He should probably just hang one in his locker. As he gets ready for the day, he can just look at that and go, okay, I see what I'm up against.
Hitting .327 his last 18 games, Conforto, but he's behind 0-2. Trevor McDonald, making his first major league start. Based on the number of strikes that he is throwing, he's managing the butterflies pretty well.
6 for 6 with first pitch strikes. So getting himself in some good counts.
A ball and 2 strikes. Conforto down swinging.
Breaking ball looks like a fastball in for a while and then dives down and into the back foot of the left-hander. That is a very typical good pitch in any culture, any generation.
Donald looks real calm out there on the bump. 2 outs, bases empty in the 2nd, no score. First pitch ball we have seen today. Upstairs on Miguel Rojas, who, like Conforto, has taken it to the Giants this year and really over the last 2. Grounds it to Chapman. Routine play, and the Dodgers go down in order in the second. Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is the only place to get the Western Bacon Cheeseburger, but have you tangoed with the spicy Western Bacon Cheeseburger yet? No runs. Both teams with just 1 hit as we welcome you back for the 3rd. Ball went upstairs to the number 9 hitter and the catcher Andrew Kisner. That's the second hit giant of the afternoon for Emmet Sheehan. Hit Eldridge leading off the second. Plunks Kisner to start the 3rd.
A couple half innings ago, there was a very nice message played over the loudspeaker from Sandy Koufax to Clayton Kershaw. One of the lessons that Sandy taught all of us was to get the people out that you're supposed to get out, because the guys that are coming up in the top of the order and the better hitters are the ones that are probably going to get a hit sooner or later during the day. So hitting that leadoff hitter and coming from the 9 hole, not a good start.
That's filleted over to the right side, but Rojas there to retrieve the pop-up and out number 1. Here's a word from Morongo.
We're giving away a Dodge Charger Daytona RT September 28th. Good times.
Another part of Mr. Koufax's message to Clayton Kershaw was greatness as a pitcher and greatness as a human being, and that's what made you very special. On 1 out and strike 1 to Rafael Devers.
For Sandy, it takes 1 to no 1. And Sandy is both of those also. So he and Clayton, yes. 2 Dodger greats, 2 on Mount Rushmore. Whether you have 4 guys on Mount Rushmore or you have 10, they're both up there. The rest of the organization through generations is standing on those 2 men's shoulders.
Foul away, strike 2. Advantage Sheehan in the count. And I think we could comfortably assume that they'll be statue neighbors.
I would think so. I don't want to lose my job and say there will be for sure.
Yeah, that's what assuming. And we are. You should never assume, but we're going
to assume.
1-2 pitch, spoiled by Devers. Got him swinging. 3rd fastball, and all 3 of them. 3rd strikeout.
Elevation, and he has beaten him with 95. Perfect window for the curveball, and now that we are halfway, they say, 4 more strikeouts. I don't know how we get halfway to 7, but we do.
It's just a friendly reminder. Ball went in the dirt, well picked by Rushing.
I think the way the Dodgers have produced the game so far with the video tributes and different things to Kersh and the pregame and his speech, Everybody in Dodger Stadium right now is just kind of reminiscing. They're watching baseball, but the game is taking them through their memory bank of Clayton moments, of Dodger moments.
Cue to the right side, snared by Freddie Freeman. And once again, Emmet Sheehan works around the leadoff hit batter and keeps the game donuts.
Betts has been nominated for the 2025 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One for the work he has done through his 50/50 Foundation. And fans can now vote to recognize who best represents the game through positive contributions on and off the field by going to MLBtogether.com/Clemente Award.
Get on it. Thank you, Kirsten. Bottom of the third, bottom of the order for the Dodgers. Call rushing and then Ohtani.
McDonald, predominantly a sinker curveball guy, as you mentioned earlier, Stephen, and he is creeping up to about 50% curveballs so far. There are two back-to-back sinkers to get to this 2-0 hitters count. With the curveball, he's used about 44% coming into this inning.
Two balls and a strike on call. McDonald needed just 9 pitches to get through a 1-2-3 second. He has thrown as many as 96 pitches this year in the minors. 2-2.
Well, the information exchange between the pitcher and the pitcher has to give away the information first. The hitter's information is what he swings at, how far outside the strike zone will he go, what are the different things, but I'm interested to see what the Dodgers do second time around in the order.
Fly ball left field. Ramos is there.
It's one thing to watch the video, it's another thing to see the data on what he was doing in AAA, but it's another thing to see it in person in the box under the heat. And so second time around the order will be a little different, I think, for the lineup.
Next, number 68, Dalton Rushing.
There's Dalton Rushing. Second start of the series for Rushing. He was behind the plate for Kershaw's home finale on Friday. You know how much that meant to Dalton to have that responsibility. It's in the air to right field. Gilbert in front of the warning track. Calmly makes the catch. Second trip up there for Shohei Ohtani, who struck out leading off the game. So now we'll see what sort of adjustments, to your point, the Dodgers make against McDonald, who's making his first major league start.
I don't think they're going to worry about getting beat with a fastball up. I think they're going to be eyeballing him down a little bit. If they're going to swing at the low pitch, they're going to try and get underneath it and elevate it. The curveball or the sinker. Right there.
Big swing, big miss, 2-1.
But that swing tells me that's kind of what he was looking for. Looking for something middle, in, and down. You see the angle of that bat and the approach to that ball was a slight uppercut to get underneath it. Same approach, just good sharp breaking balls right there. But he did not offer at the sinkers away at all, but as soon as the breaking ball was coming to the inner half, Shohei with 2 big swings.
What does McDonald do seeing those 2 swings? Triple up.
If you give him what he's looking for, you got to put it in a hard place to hit.
Ohtani pulls it to right, but right at Gilbert.
A little bit off the end of the bat.
Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA. It's brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, celebrating 20 years of good times. Game 81 at Dodger Stadium in this regular season. Final one at home. And it's the Dodgers and Giants for a fourth time. A win today would mean a sweep for LA. So far, the difference in this game, Oral, has been Emmet Sheehan working around traffic. That's been a problem for the Giants throughout this series, producing with men on base and runners in scoring position. They're 0 for 8 with runners on today. They stranded a ton throughout this weekend set.
Yeah, for the last month, as the Giants crept into the wild card race, they were really buoyed by their offense, and they were doing a solid job with pitching. But it was the offense that was carrying them, and now with this skid that has kind of taken them out of the playoff race, it has been the offense that has been dried up.
And Chapman was walking toward the dugout like that was strike 3. Sheehan was getting ready to walk around like it was strike 3. Everybody except Ryan Addington. Whew. And Sheehan says that will assuredly be the end of Chapman. Strikeout number 4.
The umpire's doing an outstanding job, but when you have 3 sets of world-class eyes thinking it's a strike and your set says no, you're probably going, I might have missed that one.
But it was, I mean, electronically.
But that's why it's those fractions that these big league eyes can see. Especially when there's like less emotions in the moment. I think the big league guys are bad sometimes when there's more emotions and slumps in there. But yeah, when it's all very neutral in the moment.
I got a question for you. What about on a day like today? With it's a day game, sunny. There's a haze, but it's also bright.
It's an odd day for the vision. You're right, and the ball, remember, is not white. The ball is kind of a crusty cream with the way it's rubbed up. And yes, you've got the red seams, but it could be interesting for different types of eyes. You get some guys will, still wear the glasses and different color lenses at times to sharpen their focus.
Ball and 2 strikes on Eldridge. Sheehan has used the elevated fastball to get all 4 of his strikeouts. Tried the last pitch to Eldridge. Didn't use the heater, but he got the same result.
I think it's a changeup that they're trying to get down, but they just fool him with the change of speeds. He's on it timing wise. He just misses it.
Two outs in the 4th. Jung-Hoo Lee for a second time. He's 0 for 1. Popped him up. In left field, Pajes drifts over and makes the catch. Giants go down in order in the 4th. Padres hung on to beat the White Sox 3-2. So the magic number for the Dodgers clinching the division remains at 3. The lead is at 3.5 pending the result here at home. All that to say, the earliest the Dodgers can celebrate a division championship is now Tuesday. Mookie Betts to kick things off in the 4th. Strike 1 from the rookie McDonald. Ground ball stopped at second by Koss. Throws falling away. Oh goodness, what a play for the first out of the inning.
Pretty much everybody that is a right-handed thrower on a big league field used to be a shortstop, and this is a shortstop play with a shortstop strength arm. You are deep in the hole. Yeah, you're coming from second base, but that is a very nice play.
San Francisco's defense has been on display early. Muncy got robbed by Ramos in the 1st, and then Koss took a single from Betts there.
The data in defensive positioning is a lot about where do the hard hit balls go that are on the ground, because the slower ones you can range to, like that one. So it's not just a normal spray chart, it's next level on the spray chart, positioning you where you can catch the most grounders with 2 steps to your left, 2 steps to your right. When it's hit slower, you got 5 steps. When it's hit slower the other way, you got 6 steps. Because one time you're going towards first base to throw the ball, the other time you're going away from first base to throw the ball. So there's a lot of different components to where you play.
So they're trying to spread things out on the infield against Freddie Freeman, because
good luck positioning with Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a spray chart, but Freddie is so particular about the context of the at bat and what he's trying to do. So with Freddie, you know, you got to think about, I want to see a spray chart with a man on third and less than 2 outs and the game's on the line. You know, I want to see a spray chart when they're down by 1, there's a guy on and he thinking home run. It's that particular for him in his mind.
Full count here in the 4th. The payoff for McDonald. Smack to left field, but it's going to hang up. And Freeman lines out.
I mean, before the data was being charted with computers, you had to have really good observation skills and memory, and maybe have a 3x5 card system where you wrote stuff down on scouting reports. I mean, it was sophisticated. It was like, man on third, less than 2 outs. Is this guy disciplined or a free swinger? Nobody on, no out. You know, what's this guy do? But you had to just kind of process it all. Now you can put that question into a computer. It can spit out the answer for you.
Ball went outside on Max Muncy. High pitch goes to McDonald. Muncy has 79 hits in his career against the Giants. 26 of them have been homers. Most home runs for Muncy against any one team. The 50th pitch of the game for McDonald. And Muncy rips it to right for a base hit. Awfully close to being a pitch clock violation. Muncy thankful it wasn't.
Number 44.
Second Dodger hit, first since Freeman single with 2 outs in the 1st. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Andy Pages. So 2 2-out hits today for the Dodgers. Andy Pages make it 3.
Looking for a hanging curveball or a slightly up inner half two-seamer.
Grounded to Chapman just inside the third base line. Pages is retired. Muncy is stranded. 4 full in the books. Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. It's been easy hit against these pitchers today. Emmet Sheehan, Trevor McDonald. Bunted by Koss, but foul. Third base line.
Well, Emmet comes into the game with a dominant slider, but the fastball has been really starting to come along, and it especially arrived today. Giants are 1 for 8 off of his fastball with 4 strikeouts, and he's getting a lot of swings and misses with it. About a third of the time when they swing at the fastball, they're missing it.
Sword, strike 2.
Giants got to be tired of striking out against this Dodger staff. 45 strikeouts in the 31 innings they've played against the Dodgers.
On a 1-2 from Sheehan. Koss strikes out swinging. There's that elevated heater again.
Now 1 for 9 off the fastball with 5 Ks. And another swing and miss for the Giants' 46th strikeout. .31 in a third inning and 46 strikeouts. That is hard to score runs. Whoa.
Emmet say thank you very much for that strike 1 call.
Yeah, this is a gift. One gift, one earned.
Tipped into the glove for strike 3. Consecutive Ks for Sheehan to open the 5th.
Don't worry, they're not going to run out of jumbo jacks, but they're giving a lot of them away in this series.
At 7, so go to a Jack in the Box on Monday, an off day for the Dodgers. Buy a large drink and get a free jumbo jack.
I'll take the Dodger deal.
Please and thank you. A strike on Kisner. Sheehan has struck out 4 of the last 5 and 5 of the last 7 Giants. Their second time through the order has not been an enjoyable one in the opposing dugout. Fly ball right field. Call runs out of room.
Dodgers fell behind 4-0 with Tyler Glasnow on the mound yesterday in that tough first inning, but Tyler did a great job working his way back through the game, giving him 5 innings, positioning himself for a possible win, which they scored and went ahead after his 5 innings of work, so he did get the W.
His 3rd straight.
A little different scenario here today where Emmet is waiting for some offensive support, where Tyler got it in the bottom of the first, where once he made it 4-2 right away, gave him a little hope. I'm sure he took the mound in the 2nd inning with a little better vibe and turned that vibe into a good solid outing and a W.
Broken back ground ball to second. Handled by Rojas. And Sheehan sits San Francisco down in order in the 5th.
Your memberships are on sale now. Select memberships include access to purchase 2025 postseason tickets, opening day next year, exclusive member event access, and much more. Be part of the team beyond the game. For more information, visit Dodgers.com/memberships.
Conforto, Rojas, and Call on the docket for the Dodgers in the 5th as we cross the halfway point of this series finale and the regular season home finale at Dodger Stadium. Now, entering today, the Dodgers are facing a rookie starter this year. Those pitchers combined 3 and 9, an ERA of just below 5.8 in 19 starts. But tip of the cap so far to Trevor McDonald, his first big league start. And has given up just 2 hits, a pair of 2-out singles, one to Freeman in the 1st and Muncy in the 4th. And a tapper from Conforto. Easy out number 1. Number 18 overall prospect in the San Francisco system, and as we talked about earlier, number 8 in the pitching side.
You can be rated as a prospect in different levels, but it doesn't mean how close you are to the big leagues. It just means as a big league prospect. You could be, guys in front of him could be an A ball or rookie ball because they're projected as a future big leaguer with a better career, so they're more of a top prospect. So to be number 8, you're still an outstanding player, and you're still an outstanding pitcher with a chance to have a big league career. There are just some other guys that are projected to be higher. It's almost like a draft, right? Where you're drafted doesn't guarantee you're going to make it to the big leagues.
And the simple fact is this: that prospect ranking, it does not boo you in the big leagues.
No.
It doesn't.
Nope. Freddie and Ohtani and Mookie and Muncy and all the guys are not looking at like, oh yeah, okay.
No. To the left side, Chapman across his body on the run makes the play to get Rojas.
Number 12, Alex Call.
Second plate appearance for Call. He flew out to left. Was leading off the 3rd. Two outs on 5 pitches for McDonald in the 5th. Strike 2.
It isn't like he has been pitching with good luck either. The Dodgers have not squared him up very much at all. Max Muncy figured him out for a base hit to right. Freddie got a little bleeder over there to left, but there haven't been a lot of hard hit balls or barrels.
Ooh, edgy. The call goes Alex's way.
And the haze has gone away and the sun is out. You should have been able to see that one.
Alabama born. His high school ball in Mississippi. He was an 11th round pick of the Giants back in 2019. Six years later in the big leagues. His 2-2 pitch. Call, sprays it to right field. That's down. It splits the gap between Lee and Gilbert. The helmet comes flying off of Call, but he's going to hang up at second with a stand-up double.
Hit his ball to left field in his first at bat, pretty solid. This one is solid, but this one finds the gap, and he is flying, and helmet comes off, hits his own heel.
Number 68, Dalton Rushing.
All three Dodger hits with 2 outs now. Dalton Rushing digs in. Top of the order on deck. Check swing, the Giants appeal, and they get a strike.
Little sinker away, and it was a swing. Call hit a breaking ball. That was the first hit the Dodgers have gotten off his breaking ball all day. They were 0 for 7 prior to that double.
Strike 2 on the corner.
Little backdoor one right there.
Most of the last couple weeks we've been highlighting the bottom of the Dodger lineup, 6 through 9 being productive. In the number 9 spot with Rushing, but he's behind 0-2. And now heading back to the dugout, watching strike 3. Calls 2 out, double left on the bases. Still no score. It is brought to you by Nissan. Now the last 5 games for Emmet Sheehan, a 1.23 ERA.
He has been fun to watch. I don't even feel like we've watched him develop. I think we've just watched him splash onto the scene.
I think a mindset and attitude from Emmet Sheehan that has served him well throughout this year is not overthinking where he is at in terms of rotation, spot number, development. He has been very present and having that mentality of when they want me to start, I'll be ready to start. If I'm in the bullpen and the phone rings, I'll hop up and get ready to go.
Well, some personalities can default to an excuse when context changes, when roles change. I don't think he has that type of personality. He's just looking for a job, and I will do it, and I will figure it out. And I don't think there's ever going to be an ego, no matter how much success we see him get. And I mean an ego meaning, oh, I've done well as this. Why don't I get to do it some more?
Ball 1 in the dirt. 1-2 count on Ramos. He has to contend with the top of the order in the top of the 6th. The Dodgers and Giants still scoreless on this Sunday. Got him. 8 punch outs for Emmet Sheehan.
The swing and the miss continues on the elevated fastball. This thing's got life. It's just not straight. It's got some tailing action. It's got some maintaining its elevation.
And that's why in this era where velocity is king right now and everyone's able to dial up upper 90s, triple digits more commonly than they used to, do not scoff at Sheehan throwing 94, 95, 96 because of that life.
Yeah, the life, and then the ability to throw the slider and the curveball and the changeup. Every pitch that you can show a big league lineup that you can command and they have to honor, your spray pattern gets wider of what can be effective. because you have the anxiety of the hitter trying to decipher what is the pitch, where's it going to end up, what's the action going to look like.
Devers high in the air left field. Conforto finds it in front of the track. 2 gone.
If you're a 2-pitch pitcher or even a 1-pitch pitcher, because of your 2 only 1 is working, you get backed into corners and you don't feel like you're in a corner, but the hitter knows it's like the only thing I have to worry about is the high fastball, or the only thing I have to worry about is the routine breaking ball and the low fastball. And when they get to start narrowing their focus and boxing you in, it gets tough to pitch at this level.
2 outs. Willy Adames waves at strike 1. And the other part of today that you have to take into account, Oral, is that Emmet's strength has been a weakness this season for the Giants.
You know, this club has hit under 200, specifically 177 on the elevated fastball. So not only is Emmet bringing his fastball along and its effectiveness, but attacking a team that is weak in that area.
Two strikes on Adames. Here's the pitch. This is up and in. Sits him down with another high heater. Bookending K's in a 1-2-3-6 for Sheehan, who's up to 9 punch-outs. Still a scoreless ball game on Sunday at Dodger Stadium. Bottom of the 6th. The rookie Trevor McDonald, so far 5 shutout on 67 pitches. He has struck out 3 Dodgers. He has walked none.
If you throw between 11 and 14 pitches an inning, you are being very efficient at the big league level. Both these guys are between those two numbers, right around 13 an inning.
Ball and no strikes. Ohtani bounces a strike. Chris Woodward. Both pitchers deserve some run support, but they're both making it difficult on the offenses to do that. 1-1. Pulled down the right field line. Hooks into the net.
Back in my day, there was a pitcher that looked like McDonald wore a Giant uniform. His name was Mark Gardner. Sinker curveball guy. A longtime Giant. Had some really good years for him. Kind of that low arm angle and kind of a spinning kind of delivery like McDonald has. Kind of hides the ball real well as he curls himself back towards second base.
It's 2-2. Shatters the bat of Ohtani, but it results in a blue base hit to right field. First Dodger hit that came before 2 outs in an inning.
That's some long arms and a long bat, and the bat stayed together long enough to get it into the outfield.
And to get his on-base streak to 26 games.
Just carrying the handle for a little while as he runs to first.
Mookie Betts is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. And an RBI machine of late. He's got a runner on to start the 6th.
The lighting just changed a little bit. Mookie's eyes adjust. It really got bright here in a hurry.
Ground ball to short. Backhand stopped by Adames. Gets it to second quickly. Jump throw. What a turn. Adames to Costa Eldridge. in a 6-4-3 double play.
Forget about the Giant uniform. Just enjoy the game and this ability. That is crazy good. The backhand, the slide, the pop-up, the feed, and now the jump throw on the turn. You don't see that very often because of the sliding rule at second base in contact, but that was a very quick way to get it over to first base.
So now the base is empty. Freddie Freeman up there. I would love to be between the ears of Freddie Freeman in that moment. He's fouled away strike one, an even count. Scoreless game, bottom six, 2 outs, bases empty. What is he thinking?
McDonald has done a nice job making the ball go in 2 directions and making him chase in counts where he can do it.
Bounce to first. Eldridge steps on the bag, and ultimately the Dodgers go down 1-2-3. Bridge cam is focused on one Dodger. Number 22, Clayton Kershaw. Friday pitched his final regular season game here at Dodger Stadium. Saturday is 3,000 strikeout bobblehead night. And then on Sunday, Fan Appreciation Day, Clayton Kershaw was able to express his gratitude in a pregame speech. And now he's watching Emmet Sheehan deal. 6 shutout innings for the right-hander in just 76 pitches. His 0-2 to Chapman. Popped up. First base side, foul ground in front of the Giant dugout, and it gets over the net.
Freddie's health a little more important than that out. Even if that one had been on the other side of the net and he had a shot at it, it'd be like, take it easy, big fella.
Another 0-2 up and away. Double-digit Ks for Emmet Sheehan.
The slider returns, not going to the elevated fastball, but breaks this one off the table.
And matches a career best. Now Bryce Eldridge in the 5th spot of the order. Grounds the first pitch to Miguel Rojas. Out number 2.
Well, if you're thinking about workload and how long he's going to be out there, he's been out there a while. We're at 6 2/3 innings right now, 82 pitches. He's been 90 or above 5 times, and his high this year is 94. So he has been super efficient and going super deep into this game.
And I'm not sure many of the pitches thrown today have been stressful for him. A strike to Lee.
If you're locating the baseball, that probably means that you're feeling really good with your mechanics, and that means it can be just flowing out of your body. You're not making a lot of adjustments. And when you're not making a lot of adjustment, it's kind of flowing out of your body. It is less wear and tear for sure.
1, 2, 3. Sheehan through 7 shutout innings. It's time for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Sit and Sleep, SoCal's most trusted mattress store. Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers. Check out the full lineup of stylish and powerful trucks and SUVs. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Max Muncy, Andy Pages, and Michael Conforto on the schedule in the bottom of the 7th. Trying to get Emmet Sheehan a shot at a win. And Trevor McDonald has matched Sheehan punch for punch in his first big league start. Two balls and a strike. There action in the Giant bullpen. Joey Lucchesi from the left side, Spencer Bivens from the right. Two and two. In the other bullpen, Blake Treinen, the first Dodger to start throwing. Dodger offense got Glasnow in line for a W last night. Can they do the same for Sheehan today? A 2-2 pitch. Tails way outside. Fills the count.
If you want somebody to lead off an inning that has a good eye and will take the walk, you got the right guy at the plate.
Take a walk or run into one. Here's the payoff. He takes a walk.
Edgy.
Ooh.
It could have been a strike, especially the way its downward movement is with the break.
It's the first walk issued by McDonald today. Go ahead run on for the Dodgers to start the 7th. Pages has grounded out twice.
Had one to hit right there. He's been very accurate with that sinking fastball, but that one was starting to leak back to the middle. Emmet getting some congratulations, so there's our cue that Blake Treinen will be coming in the game.
On a 1-1. Pages takes a high strike.
He was looking for the curveball. Taking that pitch right there, he definitely thought he was going to see some spin going in the other direction.
Muncy on first, no outs in the 7th, and no score in the game. Punch through the right side by Pages. First two Dodgers on.
He kind of showed him how he wanted to pitch him, and he goes, okay, I'll take it. You've been throwing the two-seamer away. It's been leaking towards the middle a little bit. I'll just shoot it the other way. Tried not to do too much with it. Did just enough.
Back-to-back two-strike base runners for the Dodgers. No outs in the 7th. Let's get a word from Jack in the Box.
My spicy chicken strips are back, now with hot honey, and starting at $5.50.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
After the mound visit, Michael Conforto digs in. 2 on and nobody out. Slash to left field, down for a hit. They're going to send Max Muncy There won't be a relay. He scores, and the Dodgers grab the lead.
Michael Conforto with 3 hits yesterday, and he picks up an RBI here, and the Dodgers break on top. It's a little late to break on top, but it is a good time to break on top for Emmet Sheehan. Puts him in line for a W. Ball will be handed to Blake Treinen. Max Muncy scores easily as Dino Ebel makes a very nice decision with that ball down the line.
Pitching change for San Francisco. 1-0 Dodgers, still working in the 7th.
Talk about Michael Conforto and him joining a new organization. He always would say that Michael was his pick to click this season. Unfortunately, things didn't necessarily go as planned offensively for Michael Conforto, but there were a lot of work, a lot of mechanical changes, kind of doing some things with the leg kick there. For Michael, he's been able to get back on track as of late, and he shared that it all really stemmed from a conversation that he had with Dave Roberts over the summer. Dave was saying that for Michael, he just wanted to see a little bit more fight there, understanding it's not about the app.
Bunted foul by Rojas. Go ahead, Kirsten.
Understanding that it's not just all about the numbers, chasing results, but for him to put the ball in play, understand the baseball player that he is. And Michael was saying that that was a world of a difference for him. He said sometimes you just get caught up in the moment, the results, and when you can take a step back and have a manager who truly believes in you, that has been the biggest thing for him this year. So now the results are coming. He's gotten back on track. And for him, the hope is just to continue to find the big moments and to produce as the postseason comes, guys.
All right, Kirsten Spencer Bivens into the game. Rojas gets this bunt down to the third base side. The only play is at first. And Bivens gets Rojas by a step, but a productive first out, getting 2 into scoring position. And to button up Kirsten's story on Michael Conforto, his RBI base hit here in the 7th is his 10th RBI this year in 11 games against his former club. And Michael is absolutely right. Dave Roberts has backed up the belief, not through words and conversations, but with starts. As boos started to rain down on Conforto, even here at home, with the frustration building with his slow season, Dave Roberts kept penciling him into the starting lineup. Pinch hitter at the plate for the Dodgers, stepping in for Alex Call. Tommy Edman went deep last night. His 13th home run of the season, matches a career high in a single campaign. 5 for his last 20, but the results do not reflect the swings and the contact we have seen for Edman. Infield in with 1 out. First pitch, ground ball, foul.
I think the bat speed has improved. I think the eye at the plate and understanding what he wants to attack has improved. Even for a veteran coming back from injury, time off, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but peak at the right time is the key for 2025.
In the dirt, 1-1. Yesterday, batting from the left side, opposite field, off the foul pole. Second and third, 1 out. Bivens, 1-1 pitch. Misses upstairs. Edman ahead in the count. Not anymore. 2-2.
In certain situations, you would have thought earlier in the count maybe they would think about a safety squeeze or a squeeze, but because Tommy has been swinging the bat so well, Dave Roberts just letting him flail away, trusting him to drive in a run.
On a 2-2, Edman eyeballs a pitch in the dirt that fills the count. Here comes Bivens with a payoff pitch. Lined into the glove of Eldridge, and Pages is caught off third. He gets doubled off. A line drive to the first baseman Eldridge, and Andy Pages got caught off third base, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers do have the lead now, 1-0. The line, the Dodgers' final regular season home game at Dodger Stadium, and they just took a 1-0 lead on the Giants. As we enter the top of the 8th, we'll say hello from the booth. Next to Oral Hershiser, Stephen Nelson here, Kirsten Watson next to the dugout. A special day here at the stadium as the Dodgers saluting their fans. And for the first time in Dodger history, Dodger Stadium history, 4 million fans through the gates here in 2025.
Absolutely amazing support. The Dodgers have gone all out to make Dodger Stadium continue to be the best ballpark in baseball, and the fans have come out to support this organization, to support the players on the field. And I think it's an unbelievable give and take between the organization and management and ownership to spend to make the space beautiful, to give them the best roster possible for a second World Championship in a row, and then the fans saying we appreciate it, and they come out 4 million strong.
Thousands upon thousands this weekend to say farewell to a franchise icon and legend in Clayton Kershaw. And they hope to see a Dodgers sweep. They need 6 more outs. Blake Treinen pitching the 8th, has 2 strikes on Christian Koss. Changes behind Treinen. Andy Pages now in right field. Tommy Edman takes over in center with Alex Call out of the game. Ball and 2 strikes on the number 7 hitter Koss, who's 0 for 2. Fouled away. So now we can give you the final line for Emmet Sheehan, and it was a spectacular one. 7 shutout innings, just 1 hit, no walks, matched a career high with 10 strikeouts, and he needed just 84 pitches to do it all.
That was his 3rd 10K game.
Tapper to Muncy, going to be tough to get him. No throw, and so basically a swinging bunt for Koss. A tying run on for San Francisco in the 8th.
Those 10K games for Emmet Sheehan, he has had 2 in his last 4 appearances. So again, another Dodger peaking at the right time.
Dodgers with at least 7 shutout innings and at least 10 Ks in a game this year. It's happened 4 times, and Emmet Sheehan has done it twice. Blake Snell and Yoshinobu Yamamoto the others. And in Emmett's last outing, it started retiring the first 17 he faced. Well, he finished today retiring the last 16. Ball inside on Drew Gilbert. Rookie right fielder, also 0 for 2. Sweeper down and in, check swing, but he held up. Two and two.
Every piece in the bullpen has a story, has a context of where they are in their career, where they are this year, how they're feeling, how they're producing. I think that every piece down there has a chance to not only contribute in the playoffs, but to really help carry this team. And each one is trying to find their legs and continue. If they're hot, stay with that. Or if they're not, try and find that old formula. And Blake is definitely one of those guys that can help them and carry them and is looking for his old formula.
This 2-2 pitch to Gilbert. Koss running. Gilbert swinging. He pops it out of play. Treinen has disengaged twice. That's why you see Koss trying to be aggressive out there on the base paths. Another 2-2. Base hit right field. Koss is going to get to third. Pies his throw. It misses the cutoff man. It goes to Muncy, but Gilbert remains on first base. I mean, in that situation, or where should the throw be going?
Well, you're trying to hit the cutoff man, but the key to the throw is the height. If the height is low enough where it could be cut, the runner has a tough time figuring out. Mookie did not even come in to be a cutoff man for third. He wanted the ball and expected the ball go to second. With Andy, I'm not sure the expectation is always going to be what you get. Andy is still trying to figure out base runners and what base in the moment. With practice and coaching, he's getting all the right instructions, but in the moment, there has been some discrepancy on where he should throw it, at least in his mind. And I think a lot of it comes from the confidence of how strong his arm is, that he is making some choices because he has a laser of a gun.
So back-to-back base hits for San Francisco, both of them with 2 strikes. A swinging bunt for Koss, and then a line drive for Gilbert. So the tying run is 90 feet away. No outs in the 8th inning.
They're starting to look for some of those 10 Ks that Emmet Sheehan had.
Patrick Bailey pinch hitting for Kisner. Ball 1 to the switch hitter. Strike 2. As we detailed, Treinen had 2 strikes on Koss and Gilbert. And both of them are on the bases.
You take a shot here or 2 to strike him out. You don't mind getting out of this inning with a 1-1 tie, but when you got a shot to still keep the lead right here on a pitch or 2.
The 2-2 pitch. Bailey pulls it in the air, right field side. Pages hustling toward the corner. It is down, and it's a fair ball. Hops over the wall, and the Giants have tied the game, and the Dodgers may have just caught a break. The ball bouncing over because that means Gilbert had to hold at third. But that takes Emmet Sheehan's win away.
Breaking ball after the high fastball, looking to get him out in front, and did. Giants caught a break, keeping this ball fair. Dodgers catch a break with the ground rule double.
Second and third, still no outs for Treinen in this 8th inning. A strike to Elliot Ramos. Facing 7, 8, and 9. Treinen gives up 3 straight hits. Popped in the air, shallow third, shallow right. Pages guarding against the sun, and they're not going to challenge that right arm. Both runners hold after out number 1.
Well, the first battle was the sun for Andy Pages, but after that, when he got a read on that ball, as shallow as it was, and with his arm, there was no chance the Giants were going.
Designated hitter number 16, Rafael Devers.
And with first base open, 4 fingers up for Rafael Devers. The Dodgers intentionally load the bases with 1 out. They're going to face Willy Adames.
Bringing up the shortstop, number 2, Willy Adames.
Dodgers will play double play depth in the middle, it looks like. Max Muncy back at third. Freddie Freeman, the only one pinched in.
Willy Adames is a reverse splits guy, meaning he has better numbers against right-handed pitching than left. Tied at 1 in the 8th. Bases loaded for San Francisco. Sharply hit, but just foul at third.
You take at least 2 shots to try and strike him out here. That means make it look like a strike, end up a ball.
Good backhand pick by rushing behind the plate. 1-2.
If you go 2-seamer in, make sure he can only pull it foul, like that foul ball you pitched before.
On a 1-2, Adames fouls it over the net. It's the location that you wanted.
You want to go in there. Maybe you get a pop up. If it's in off the plate, you get a foul ball. His count stays the same, and it also sets up the number 1 out pitch, which is his sweeper.
Treinen. It's another foul ball. Missed with the sweeper low and outside. That evens the count 2-2.
That was a pretty good take. After a couple of fastballs, 1 in, 1 up. You know he wants to get you to that pitch, and he just recognized it quick.
The bases loaded and 1 out. Treinen delivers it 2-2. Adames stays alive.
Sinker in. You're hoping for a ground ball to Max Muncy, which he can go to second, then to first, or he can step on the bag at third and go to first.
On the 8th pitch from Treinen, Adames spins back, ball 3 upstairs, and now things are full. Both the bases and the count. So here's the payoff. Ball 4. And that's how the Giants take the lead.
Third baseman number 26, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman swings through a strike.
You go from trying to protect a lead to damage control now.
Oh, and 2 in a hurry.
You just see the difference between a right-handed hitter that was being disciplined compared to a right-handed hitter that is being aggressive. Same type of pitches with the sweepers, but these are getting chased.
Still only one out in the 8th. The Dodgers now trail. Check swing roller to the left side. The Dodgers are only to get one out. The Giants get another run. It's now 3-1 San Francisco.
Giants have been very fortunate. Dodgers have hurt themselves with the walk, an intentional walk, but very fortunate that a ball down the right field line stayed fair, and then two swinging bunt and a little dribbler. Frustrating inning for Blake Treinen.
Gives the ball to Dave Roberts. Alex Vesia going to try and get the last out of the 8th. So Alex Vesia going to try and keep the Dodgers deficit at 2. 3 runs across against Blake Treinen. He's still on the hook for the guys on base too. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs in the inning.
4th outing from Alex Vesia over the last 7 days. He is going to be a workhorse going forward into October. The last time we saw him was against these Giants on the 18th, where he got a save. It was a nice inning, 1 inning and 2 strikeouts in it.
The Dodgers have 6 games and change to figure out who their top right-handed reliever is going to be in the postseason. Ball 1 high on the big lefty rookie Bryce Eldridge. As Blake Treinen's struggles continued, Kirby Yates had his own last night continue. The 2 righties down there, Edgardo Enriquez and Will Klein, and Klein was just brought back up from OKC. Eldridge high in the air, left center field. Edman has a read and makes the catch. 2 stranded, but 3 score for the Giants. So now the Dodgers have to rally, down 3-1. Dodgers presented by Mercury Insurance. Hanging out in center field, John Hartung with Jerry Harrison Jr. and Dontrell Willis with highlights, breakdowns, and post-game interviews. A few minutes ago, I was going to be talking about Emmet Sheehan, 7 shutout innings in a Dodger win. Well, now, no decision for Emmet and a deficit for the Dodgers. 3-1, bottom of the 8th. Joey Lucchesi, veteran lefty, comes out of the San Francisco bullpen.
Last 12 outings, he's had an ERA under 1.5. The only blemish during those 12 1/3 innings is a lot of walks, so he might set the table for you.
The Dodgers are going to let Dalton Rushing hit against the lefty Lucchesi. And Rushing pays him back with a leadoff base hit. Rushing aboard, tying run to the plate, the reigning MVP. Shohei Ohtani on the first pitch from Lucchesi. Takes a ball outside.
If there's a lineup you want to turn over in a positive manner, it is this Dodger lineup. When you can get on with no outs and you got to go into these 3 hitters.
Trying to work him in, fouled back, strike 1. On a 1-1 pitch, Lucchesi misses with ball 2 away. A fastball at 93. Big swing, another foul ball. Levels the count 2-2. Dodgers have put the leadoff man aboard in each of the last 3 innings. They scored in the 7th. They would love to do it again in the 8th. Ohtani, 1 swing from tying his franchise record for home runs in a single season. Ohtani, 1 swing from tying this game.
That is more a setup for Ohtani to have some length of time between pitches than it is a pickoff to Dalton Rushing. He is going nowhere.
Strike 3 swinging. Busted him in with a fastball at 94.
And he went with a little slide step, not the long kick. So the pickoff before was a big, long, lazy leg kick and then go over to first and then come set and surprises him with a fastball in and a short, very abbreviated leg kick.
Mookie Betts is 0 for 3. 3 groundouts, including a double play his last trip to the plate. But how many times have we seen Mookie this year come to the plate in a big spot, 7th, 8th, 9th inning, and deliver the goods? Oh, 0-2.
They're probably going to try and work Mookie at the top of the strike zone. You hope that they make a mistake and throw it too low.
That's really low, in the dirt low.
And I was thinking more with the heater. With the breaking ball, you hope that they elevate it a little bit, have it end up knee high, inner half. But with the fastball, if they're going up to get him to swing and miss, you hope that they miss a little too low.
1 on, 1 out in the 8th. The Dodgers trail 3-1. Betts flies a ball right of center field. Lee drifts over and makes the catch.
They missed their spot. It was low enough and near the middle of the plate. And Mookie was right to be swinging at it.
Dalton Rushing did his job, leading off this inning out of the 9 spot with a single. Shohei and Mookie retired, so now it's up to Freddie Freeman to continue the 8th. He represents the tying run. Tries to ambush the first pitch, swung through it. Rolled to second. And that ends the threat. Rushing reached the start. Couldn't move by first base. We go to the 9th. San Francisco still ahead. All kinds of intrigue.
Well, I love the stuff, and I love the stuff out of a lot of the arms coming out of the Dodger bullpen. It is really about location and getting ahead and good pitchers counts and then putting people away, and he did a fabulous job last night.
Struck out the side on 16 pitches, and the Dodgers turned to him again here today. 9th inning, San Francisco on top 3-1 as the Giants scored 3 against Blake Treinen in the top of the 8th.
His time in the minors, he fixed some things because all of a sudden the strikeouts went up and the walks went way down, and we saw that last night. And he's looking for a repeat performance, and I know Dodger management is looking for a repeat performance.
Jung-Hoo Lee was the lone Giant to not come to the plate in the 8th. So he leads off the 9th, taking a strike. Fly to left. Conforto drifts back, and he's got the first out. The Mets lost again today, so you combine that with a Cincinnati Reds win, and for the first time since April 5th, the Mets are out of a playoff spot because Cincinnati owns the tiebreaker over New York. So if the season were to end today, the Reds would be visiting Dodger Stadium in a best-of-3 wild card series.
Those Mets have been on a free fall.
Christian Koss, first pitch swinging to right center field. He's got a single. He's thinking two. The throw in from second. He is safe, and Betts comes crashing down on Koss after a one-out double. So Christian Koss making things happen the last 2 innings. Once Emmet Sheehan got out of the game, he started taking it to the Dodger pen.
The tag is late, and then there's a couple of guys getting untangled there at second.
And you saw how after he got the bag, the hands came off of it, and the glove for Betts was there. So
Los Angeles is challenging the safe call at second base.
Oh, yeah. I have an amendment to this rule that if you don't get up, just like at first, when you don't attempt to go to second, they can't tag you. Well, there is no attempt to go to third here. And I think you bring player safety in, because when you got to slide and go full bore into a bag, feet or head first, and then think about you've got to maintain contact the whole time, it is tough on the body, the hands, the feet. So like at first, if you don't attempt to go to the next base and you were originally safe and you slightly come off and the tag is still on you, for me, I think you still should be safe.
I need to have a conversation with you and Rick Monday at the same time then, because I brought that up to Mo on a radio broadcast recently, and strongly disagreed. He said, stay on the bag.
Oh, my goodness.
Then again, pitcher and a hitter disagreeing on things, that
well, yeah. We've got the Utley rule at second. We've got the rule at home on crashing into the catcher and giving guys access. Buster Posey rule.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Los Angeles will lose their challenge.
So it is a one-out double for Koss. He struck out twice against Emmet Sheehan. He is 2 for 2 against the Dodger relievers. 3-1 Giants, 1 on 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. Strike one fouled back by Drew Gilbert. Softly hit to the right side. Rojas makes the play. Koss does advance to third, but they're now 2 out. Giant closer Ryan Walker getting ready for the bottom of the 9th inning. He will face the middle of the order. Max Muncy, Andy Pages, and Michael Conforto. Bailey flies the ball left center field. Edman racing back. He is at the wall, and he makes the catch with a little room to spare. So the Dodgers have 3 outs. You might have missed the action so far today. The Padres beat the White Sox, so no change in the magic number for the Dodgers there. Still at 3. And it will remain that way, barring a bottom of the 9th inning comeback here against San Francisco. 3-1 Giants. The Dodgers will send Muncy, Pages, and Conforto to the dish. 3 outs to get at least 2 runs. Bob Melvin leaving the lefty Lucchesi in to face Max Muncy.
Ryan Walker, who's warming up behind him, has not had a very good month, so they're sticking with Lucchesi for now.
Max Muncy familiar with Lucchesi, though. He's 5 for 13 with a double and a homer. Ball 1 inside. So far today, Muncy has reached twice, a single, a walk, and he scored the Dodgers' lone run. Big swing, big miss. After his 1-0, the Dodgers had runners on second and third and only 1 out. And a double play ended the inning. Ball and 2 strikes. Lucchesi deals. Once he checks his swing, and he could not hang up. 1 out. And so Lucchesi did his job for Bob Melvin. After giving up a base hit to Rushing leading off the 8th, Lucchesi retired Ohtani, Betson, Freeman, and Muncy. Ohtani and Muncy down on strikes. Pitching change for San Francisco. Their closer Ryan Walker enters next. Ryan Walker before, back in the middle of June, and he took him deep.
It was on a slider. You only got to worry about the sinker and the slider, and it has been a very rough month so far for Ryan Walker. An ERA over 7. And a batting average against this month of almost 400.
Right fielder, number 44.
65th appearance for the right-hander. San Francisco up by 2 outs away from a series salvaging win. Fastball low, ball 1 to Pages, who was a statue in there for that first pitch. That one's in the zone. Three straight fastballs, 1 and 2.
97, well located with some life there on the corner.
As a pitcher, you're aware of the pitch type that you gave up a home run on. Like, is Walker knowing, thinking that? He took me deep with the slider. I just gave him 3 straight heaters. He hasn't swung at 1.
Yep, you are definitely aware, and it is a relationship game when you get to this level. All the other levels, a lot of times you're moving through by age group or changing teams or travel ball areas.
On a 2-2. Walker misses again. And now we're full.
This level, you can play against guys for 5 to 20 years.
And Andy Pages bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the payoff. On the ground to short. Dodgers down to their last out. This being our last regular season home game, Bulldog, it is our last opportunity to work with the best crew in baseball here at home.
Left fielder, number 23.
81 games a year, and any set days before or after those. Long hours, long days and nights, making sure that they bring you all the images, all the sounds, all the replays, and they get stuck listening to us for hours on end. That's a thankless job.
Well, they get here before the players, and they stay after the fans have gone home, and they do a fabulous job. And they have to win every day. You can play 600 ball and be a championship team. You can't play 600 ball and be a TV crew. You got to be really good, almost perfect every single day. And this crew does it. And they come to win every single day, and they have executed throughout the years. But this is our last home broadcast this year, and we thank them very, very much from the bottom of our heart. I know Kirsten thinks that way. I know the guys out in the pre and post out in center field think that way. We think that way of the crew back in the studio that takes care of them. And it's a fantastic group to come to work with every day.
Full count now on Michael Conforto. The Dodgers have but one strike to play with. On a 3-2, Conforto fouls it back to stay alive. Strike three ends the game, and the Giants come back with a 3-run 8th inning to salvage this 4-game series. They spoil the Dodgers' regular season home finale here in 2025.
It's a fantastic year so far. The Dodgers will clinch on the road, but the Dodgers players, management, and the whole organization appreciates the 4 million of you that came to Dodger Stadium this year and look forward to seeing you during the postseason.
Our crew is led by the fearless Mike Levy, Ben Dillenberger directing, but they got a whole cast with them. TJ Toyozaki, Stuart Weselick, Darren Gallagher, Anthony Hurd, Jaime Sanchez, Ryan Carmen, Brady Bauer, Georgie Abbey, David Bushner, Fernando Thomas, Darren Bowser, Ted Van Allen, John Anthony, Doug Draper, Robert Moran, John Lee, Brad Munt, Robbie Amavisca, Mark Weidman, Bob Sipowicz, Sippy, Ruben Corona, Christina Gonzalez, Jose Avalos, Ethan Gallagher, Angel Beltran, Nicole Shaw, Rick Lee, Russell Kodani, Danita Davies, Ralph Lopez, Ricardo Avila, Dante Shaw, Kurt Struve, Matt Graham, Francisco Koch, and Mike Wilson not in attendance, and the Dr. Rick Krajewski behind us, just to name a couple. We are grateful to every single one of you and to all of you watching at home. Access Sports The Dodgers is next. We'll see you from the road in Arizona.
God bless you. I'm up on this one again. No. Double pro. I met this girl last December. Her name na Monica. She sent me her picture from Twitter. She dey always wear short nika tie. Monica too fine, no, but Monica too like money. I spend money for Monica. She still the follow. She still the waka. See Monica with trendy boy. I see Monica with the pro. I see Monica with some more healer. GC, now we think this up. God forbid Monica. Monica no be wife for material. Too much money for Monica. I buy many things for Monica. Yeah. School fees for your brother. Christmas clothes for your sister, plenty wrapper for your mother. I buy your father Okada tie. She still the waka. She still the follow. God forbid Monica. Monica don't be wife for material.
If you get money, Monica go stay with you. If you not go get money, Monica fit stay with you. Monica, follow. If you get big things, you swallow. If you don't get, borrow. Monica don't take for Kalukalika, fish shame you. If you're today, no be the same you. Why can't they love the same you? Monica, when I see for Facebook, Monica go far away. Monica, they will start day. Fuck me, I go away. When tell me I like it. Just you can't spend money. Monica want come party. Konsaji. Monica no be Dundee, she like Dundees.
Come to my place, she go run, come. I swear she go run, come. She see me take out money, she go shake bum. She go shake bum. She dey pepper for mat like say I lick dum. I say I lick dum. She too light skin, that she know they use condom. I swear she know they use condom. Monica, oh, Monica go kill the best, oh. Too much money for Monica. I buy many things for Monica. Yeah. School fees for your brother, Christmas clothes for your sister, plenty wrapper for your mother. I buy your father Okada tie. She still the waka. She still the follow. God forbid Monica no be wife material. Double pro.